see. Oh, my, Clint. Where did you get this little bauble? Did you stop at a souvenir stand?
Dorian, I sure as hell don't need or want your opinion.
An item like that would, I'm sure, be all the rage in, let's say, middle school, but I would prefer something with a bit more sophistication.
Well, then it's lucky then that I didn't waste my money on you.
Which woman did you waste it on? Because I can guarantee you, she's going to be underwhelmed.
Well, it's nice. It's old-fashioned, but I like it. Whose is it? Your girlfriend's, I'll bet.
It's not Gigi's.
No, Echo, it's yours.
Mine? Now, where would you get an idea like
Took that picture in your room.
Is it all coming back to you now?
Both will probably never understand this, Dorian, but normal people often give each other gifts that have sentimental value.
Oh, normal people. So, of course, they would never be named Buchanan.
Well, you'd be singing a different tune if you ever received such a gift, which I doubt that you will. By the by, have you heard from David lately?
As a matter of fact, he called me a few days ago.
Really? Wow. And what did he say?
I don't know, because I wouldn't take the call.
Do you think he was going to beg you to take him back?
Who cares? He's so yesterday's news. And can you say the same
About what?
about your former flame, Ms. Echo de Savoy? She used to burn so bright, and now she's just burnt out.
You broke into my room.
Well, you know, technically it's not breaking in if you have a key.
I can't believe I fell for that line about a wrong number. And since when does the pillar of the community start hanging out with thieves?
Hey, I don't steal anymore.
Rex is a private investigator. I hired him to find out exactly what you've been up to these past decades. And amazingly, one of the first things he stumbled on was that little half-heart necklace.
So what? Why would this be of any interest to you?
Oh, it's not, but it is of considerable interest to Rex. He has a personal connection to it, and we would like you to tell us what that is.
This is unbelievable. You hire some punk to toss my room, and then you expect me to answer your questions? Oh, no. The only person I'm talking to are the police.
I don't think you want to do that.
You don't think they'd be fascinated to find out what Landview's most law-abiding citizen has been doing in her spare time?
I think they'd be a lot more interested to find out how you got that necklace.
In other words, who you calling a thief?
I didn't steal that necklace. It's mine.
No, it's not. It's my father's.
Tell me, did you enjoy running into your old buddy, Echo?
I don't have any buddies. And if I did, Echo would not be one of them.
Oh, so when I was framed for Echo's non-murder, it was based on the eyewitness testimony of a non-friend?
I was doing my civic duty, besides which you had nobody to blame but yourself for getting involved with that slut in the first place.
Oh, don't worry. It won't happen again.
I'm sure Viki wishes that she could say the same. You see, Echo's rather enjoying revisiting her old triumphs. She's found a way to get under Viki's skin. So getting under yours should be a slam dunk.
Echo de Savoy is not gonna get to me.
I'm sure Viki wishes that she could say the same, because you see, Echo seems to have set her sights on Viki's Charlie.
Please. Charlie wouldn't give that woman the time of day, and Viki knows that.
Really? So why she hired Rex Balsam to investigate Echo? No. Viki's desperate about the competition, and we both know how dangerous a desperate Viki is.
My father had one half of the necklace, my mother had the other. Supposedly, it stood for...
Constant life.
How do you know?
I did some research. The piece is one of a kind.
Yeah, exactly. The guy who made it made one, and my father bought it.
Who's your father?
I don't know much about him. His name was Rick. He worked in a casino in Atlantic City. The only real information I have about my parents is here.
What's that?
Letters Rick wrote to my mom. This one talks about the necklace. Lily, you told me to give it to the one person meant for me when I feel love that is unwavering. I'm gonna give it to you when I return, Lily. You have my heart, unwavering. Wait for me. All my love, Rick.
And did he hold true to that promise?
He had to go away for a while to pay off debt. But he had his half of the necklace when he left.
But he never came back.
My mom gave me her half of the necklace right after I was born. She wrapped it in a blanket and left it with me at Lambview Hospital.
I lost the other half a long time ago. I thought I might have left it here.
At Lambview Hospital?
Well, they probably don't have it anymore. It was so long ago.
Why is it so important for you to find it now?
Because it's not the only precious thing I left behind.
So that's how I know that this half of the necklace is my father's. What I don't know is how you ended up with it. Now, how do you know my father?
I will tell Viki of your concerns, but she's got nothing to fear from Echo, and neither do I.
Is that confidence or just another line of Buchanan BS?
I could handle Echo with one hand tied behind my back.
Yes, but will you handle her? That is the question.
I don't know, but you're gonna find out very soon.
How do you invite a psycho into your home?
Most interesting piece, sir, if I may say so. The craftsmanship is most unusual.
Yes, it's one of a kind, Nigel.
Were you intending to give it as a gift?
You do remember it, don't you?
No.
You went on a business trip to New Mexico. You brought this back for me.
If you say so. I already did.
Now, I know you spent some time in Atlantic City. You would have had plenty of opportunities to meet my father. Were you a friend of his? More than a friend?
I did some time in AC, but I never knew anyone named Rick, and that's the truth.
Well, come on. The necklace is a one-of-a-kind piece, so you must have gotten it from his father.
I got it as a gift, but not from a man named Rick.
Then who?
That's none of your business.
You're lying.
No, you're confused. You're mixing up that necklace with another one.
No way. I know what I'm looking for, and I found it in your room.
Prove it. You must have the other half with the heart, so show it to me.
I can't.
Thought you said your mother left it with you.
She did, but when I found her grave out in New Mexico, I left the necklace there. It seemed like the right thing to do.
So she's dead.
I went back out to New Mexico to get it, but it was gone.
Well, that's a sad story. I'm not sure I believe it, but it's sad. Thank you for your hospitality, Victoria.
No, we're not finished here.
Oh, no, we were finished a long time ago, but you insist on bringing it all back up again, don't you?
Hey, you're the one who came back.
And that's all it took to make you so paranoid you had me followed. You really are that scared that I'm going to take something that belongs to you.
You don't scare me, Echo. But forewarned is forearmed. And if it looks like a tramp and it walks like a tramp...
Oh, my, you have changed. You never resorted to name-calling before, but let me just remind you, if you want to play dirty, I give just as good as I take, and better. Have a lovely evening.
That went well.
Am I mistaken, or is there a piece missing? Forgive me, sir. I don't mean to intrude.
Oh, don't be silly, Nigel. You're a trusted member of this family.
In that case, perhaps I should mention a conversation I had with Miss Roxanne. She's made a new friend, an Echo de Savoy. I couldn't help recalling your late father complaining that a woman by that name once caused quite a headache for you. Consider this an official alert that she's in the vicinity.
Well, thank you, Nigel, but I'm well aware. De Savoy and I have already had several run-ins.
Sorry to hear that, sir.
I think the Countess is the one who's going to be sorry.
I'm very sorry. I was hoping to get Echo to open up so that you could learn a little more about your parents, and all I managed to do was antagonize her.
Don't worry about it.
No, I'll make it up to you, I promise.
No, it's okay. I've waited this long to find out where I came from. I can wait a little longer.
The thing is, it's obvious that she's lying. She knows a lot more than she says, especially about your father.
I was really hoping that she could point me in the right direction.
I think she will, eventually. We just have to get it out of her.
So Hannah was ready.
Will that be all, sir?
Yes, thank you, Nigel.
Should you require anything else, I'll be up reading for a while.
Well, that's a good idea. I think I'll do some reading myself.
Those letters that Rick wrote to Lily. I just think there's more there than meets the eye. Maybe you should reread them.
Are you kidding? I've memorized them. I mean, if there's another clue in here, I don't know what it would be.
Do you mind if I have a look?
You want to read my parents' old love letters?
Well, if I'm intruding, then forget.
No, please, of course not. Thank you for being interested.
There's something about this, the bit that you read. It's very familiar. It's almost as if I read it or heard it before.